Hey guys, welcome to this video. This is John Watts. I'm about to head to court to go to what's known as a status conference. And in this particular court, this is in state court, this is the very first meeting that we have with the judge. And kind of like the name suggests, this is to learn the status of the case. And it's also to pick some of the deadlines. So typically what will happen, and it's different in federal court, but normally in Alabama State Court, when you have a status conference being the first conference, you go there and the judge doesn't want to hear any argument. This is not time to say, the other side's a terrible company or a horrible person. That's not what they're interested in. They just say, hey, what kind of case is this? Well, judge, this is a car wreck case. This is a breach of contract case, a foreclosure case, a fraud case, whatever it might be. And then the judge will say, well, is there anything I need to know about? Well, typically not, because we just started. And then the judge will say, well, are we ready to pick a trial date? And that will be sometime out in the future. If it's a bench trial, which is just the judge trying the case, then it tends to be shorter. Not always, but tends to be a shorter period of time. If it's a jury trial, then usually that's going to be scheduled out. It could be 6 months or 12 months. Right now as I'm recording this, we're still in the COVID-19 thing. So technically we don't have jury trials in state court in Alabama till September. I'll tell you this, I don't think they're going to happen in September. I don't think we're going to get 12 people in a small room and be able to do jury trials where people are able to focus on it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope this is no problem. I hope college football goes forward. I'm just saying I don't think that that's going to happen. But in any event, we don't have any trials until at least September. And so, for example, in this case that I'm going on, it's not a jury trial, it's a bench trial. I suspect we'll get a trial toward the end of the year. And then the judge will kind of take that date and work backwards and say, well, if this is the trial date, then here's a deadline for motion for summary judgment. And here's the deadline for discovery. That's depositions, interrogatories, requests for production. And so that's the point of a status conference. Sometimes it's called a scheduling conference. Judges use those in kind of different ways depending on which judge it is. And anyway, that's what I'm going to do, and thought I would share that with you in case you are in a case and maybe you don't have a lawyer and you see, okay, you have a status conference coming up. That's generally what happens. Now, if the case has been filed and things are progressing along and judge says, I want a status conference, usually at that point, they want more detail. So what's happening? And if you're in federal court, typically the federal judges, at least that I've appeared in front of, they want a whole lot more detail. So you have to know your court, have to know your judge, and know exactly what this is about. But hopefully this gives you a good starting point. And I appreciate you watching this video, and feel free to subscribe and watch other videos, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.